I'm gonna hate myself for doing this, but hey, Snow. Um, would I say that Mary probably stayed up? Thinking about it, she probably didn't get any sleep whatsoever.
If you are willing to do that, I will not stop you.
All right.
So she doesn't get her health back up and she doesn't get her spells.
Someone wake up halfway through the night and knock her out. Biscuit.
Biscuit
So,
is literally passed out, passed out.
so Snow, is
Fine.
that what's happening
If
since she
Mary
didn't get the
is
rest?
willing to like
That's a dumb
sacrifice,
decision. Don't let her do it.
hey,
Mary,
what?
stay up.
Who am I to stop a player from like making my job easier?
You're the DM.
Well, on the bright side, as Thunderwave.
Yeah, how many times you don't have any, you didn't recover your spell slots.
Yep.
And you just already said you used all of your spell slots trying to heal Carolina.
Yep.
Well, she's not
I'm
sleeping,
sorry.
but since she's like not taking any strenuous activity or whatever, could that count as a short rest?
Yes, I will give you that.
Um,
Mary, you at least get a short rest.
I haven't slept in 24 hours. Would that count as exhaustion?
Yes.
Yes, but you do get the benefits of short rest.
Okay,
Well,
I-
technically, actually, wait, hold on.
I'll roll hit dice to heal. But
If you don't mind me butting in, apparently you don't have to sleep to get a long rest. It's just a definition. It's expended downtime, and if you're technically keeping watch, it could work if you're okay with that still.
Yeah, but like she hasn't slept in 24 hours.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but standing watch for no more than 2 hours. She's staying awake for a majority of that.
Well, this is 8 hours. Oh, I see. My bad. I'm awful.
Or standing watch
I'm
for
sorry,
no more
about
than 2 hours. Yeah, a night lasts more
I
than
missed
2 hours,
that bit.
delusional.
2-hour
Alright.
night. There we go.
Alright, max health.
Sorry.
No spell slots.
No spell slots, max health. All right.
Uh,
So you lot wake up in the morning. You can see once you come out of your tents or whatever you're sleeping in, you see Billy already with the other tribes people and the tribe leaders, minus the pronghorns, over near the fissure. Do you want to approach them or do you just want to do your own thing?
Biscuit's still passed out.
Is
So-
Carolina still out this entire time?
Carolina is. Is there a difference from like looking like you're passed out to looking like you're just asleep?
Yeah,
Yes.
your eyes, if you're dreaming.
All
Your
right.
eyes do a little shake or like
if
twitch.
you're moving.
Yes, she is twitching now at least.
Oh no, she's having a seizure in her sleep. Someone gets Thunderwave. Oh, can't be Mary. She's just gonna watch as her cousin dies. But yeah, so Mary, I'm guessing you can tell that she's sleeping. Is what Snow's trying to imply?
So she's sleeping.
Yes.
Yeah, she's still worried completely. So yeah, still up, just
All right, so Snow, TPK is gonna wake up and first off, get his clothes on, blah blah blah, get ready, prepared. He's gonna go over to the
You mean
fire
wrap
and
a carpet around your body?
yes, he's gonna also he's also gonna go to the fire pit and make sure that everything was all. He's gonna protect the forest. Forest.
Only you can say.
Yeah.
Yes,
Save
that.
the forest
He
in
goes
the desert.
over. Yeah, save the desert. I mean forest. He's gonna put out any remaining, charred embers or anything, any kind of smoke with some water. But yeah, after that, and after he puts, like all of his equipment on, all of his gear, he's gonna notice that yeah, and there are indeed Billy, and there is indeed Billy and everybody else over there, and he's gonna try and rouse everybody else from their slumber. He sees Mary is awake. He sees Biscuit and Will still unconscious. Also Liam, but Liam is just kind of like over there, kind of stuck in a tree. So he's just like, oh, Liam's just taking a piss, so he's fine. He won't interrupt that. So TPK is gonna walk over to a Will and Biscuit and try and wake them up by like rustling them awake, but like slightly shuffling them like on their shoulder, and be like, Will, Liam, wake up.
What biscuit you mean?
Oh joy.
You mean Biscuit, not Liam.
No, he means Liam.
I meant Biscuit and Will, those two. You guys haven't woken up yet, or you haven't said you woken up yet. So that's who I'm trying to wake up.
All right. How do you respond?
You get Will awake.
When you attempt to wake Biscuit up, you hear Biscuit, kind of frightened, still in a dream. No, don't do it, not me. Don't. Why? Biscuit's just freaking out right now.
Wait, no, hold on, Biscuit. Are you doing? No, stop that.
No, I'm not doing that. Stop.
No, Virgin.
No.
The
Biscuit
truth
is having a
revealed.
nightmare right
The
now.
truth revealed.
No.
Stop the shipping, please. No.
No.
Sorry, Biscuit. It was too easy.
It seems you're catching Biscuit in the middle of a nightmare.
All right, no, but are you doing that thing that dogs do? It's like you're running in your sleep.
No.
Aw,
I'm just-
come on.
Restless in bed.
All right, fine. Oh,
Wow.
Stop.
okay, fine. So not Biscuit, TPK is gonna what's it called? Instead of trying to wake you up like from more pushing, he's going to stand a few feet back and then cast minor illusion, where he has the cry of a raven ring out close to your head, like maybe a foot away, so that it's kind of like close to you.
At this, Biscuit immediately jumps up with an axe in her hoof.
Why the hell are you sleeping with an axe?
I sleep with my weapons near me at all times, okay?
Yeah, it's like
Wait,
sleeping with a gun under your pillow, except it's an axe.
But we actually have guns. Why
No,
don't you
no,
use a
it's
gun?
like sleeping with a gun next to your pillow, except it's a shield, 4 javelins, 2 axes, a golden crescent blade, a crowbar, a sledgehammer, a great axe.
All right, so you wake up wielding an axe, okay?
Yeah,
So,
anybody
you know what?
who sees this, you see Biscuit
Yeah,
very
For
frightened.
fun, roll a dexterity saving throw, TPK.
Why? I said I stood a few feet away.
Do it!
This is
it,
exactly
thank-
why.
For my amusement. Okay, that's good enough.
Slightly above average.
No, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Okay,
Why?
If you,
You're nowhere near us.
because it's funny.
if you got one,
DM. As a DM, I would do the exact same thing.
Alright.
All right. So what
anybody who
happens?
sees
No.
Biscuit has a very frightened look on her face.
All right. So Snow, what happens with my 11 dexterity saving throw?
Well, if you didn't roll good enough, like the axe would have at least smacked you in the face. It wouldn't have harmed you, but like it would have smacked you in the face. If you'd rolled a nat 1, you would have been attacked.
So what you're saying is because I took precautions for this exact scenario, didn't get hit by an axe. Is that right?
No, you didn't get hit, but it was very close.
Mm-hmm. I expected that. Anyway. So TPK, after seeing Biscuit do this, is gonna try and calm Biscuit down and start saying, Biscuit, calm down, you're safe.
Hey,
That's gonna kill us.
Snow.
Yes.
So apparently here for me to get exhaustion from going without sleep, I have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
I don't know what the save is though. I'm trying to look this up.
Probably DM call.
Yeah, it might be a DM call, but let me look up. What was it? Exhaustion.
Yeah.
Keep going. What did you want to do, TPK?
No, that was it. I was trying to calm her down with words.
Okay. Biscuit?
Biscuit starts breathing, or is breathing heavily, and then notices her surroundings and lowers the axe.
Will, who is just sort of barely waking up, is kind of like is a bit startled by her. Moves like sort of rolls over, I guess.
What was happening?
Biscuit was having a nightmare, and TPK.
No, that was Mary in character. Sorry,
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't do the voice.
So, Biscuit, how do you reply to everyone now that you've been shocked awake?
Biscuit looks around and attempts to regain some composure and says something in the past came back to me tonight.
Roll for composure.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Alright, fair enough, Just maybe next time don't sleep with an axe next to your teammates.
That would be a hard habit to kick, TPK. I've done it for many years.
Well, I'm sure you've smoked with other things for years.
Oh wow. Rude.
I will pretend I didn't hear that, TPK.
It's not like I was saying it in character or anything.
No, you were.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
You were
No, it
100%.
Alright, if I'm saying that in character, then TPK is also gonna say, so Biscuit, you wanna shag now or shag later?
Will uses minor illusion to make hearts appear in the air.
Biscuit enters a rage and jumps on top of Biscuit.
Biscuit, oh
Biscuit,
my
how
God.
flexible are
You're
you?
into that. You're into that self-obsessed stuff. Oh my God.
He jumps on top of TPK and starts beating him up with the
Oh, are
blunt.
you jumping on top of me?
Oh.
What are you starting to do?
No, I'm beating you up with the blunt side of the axe.
Oh, you're beating me up? You mean you're pounding me?
Oh, stop.
What's happened to
Okay,
my
I'll
campaign?
Okay,
Why?
no, you need to redact things here.
No,
Yeah. No,
this is 100%
drop
canon.
this.
I
Oh,
I will allow it.
no, Snow,
Put a
Snow, get
warning
rid
on
of that.
the
No.
video.
I take full responsibility for this.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on, wait a minute. It seems that Mary slipped a filter of love into my stew last night, and it affected Biscuit instead.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
that's how that works.
that's exactly what happened in this situation.
Obviously.
Make sure you put
Yeah.
a warning on this video. No.
Wait,
Specifically this part.
I didn't buy any of those yet.
I'm
Yes.
sure you didn't, Mary. I'm sure you didn't.
Uh-huh. Wait, since we don't know about that enchanting performance ability, we don't know that's being done if we fail a save. How do we know that Mary hasn't been doing it like constantly throughout the campaign?
Oh yeah,
That is a very
valid point.
Yeah.
All right, so
in performance.
so we're redacting the Biscuit jumping on TPK and me even saying that in a whisper, right?
I hope so.
We're just at the point where Biscuit asked you to drop the thing about the past, and TPK said, "Don't sleep with your weapons."
Okay. So TPK is gonna bring up the fact that the Billy and the other tribes leaders seem to be over by the gulch or the crack, and that perhaps we should go see if they've come up with anything or just had any breakthroughs.
I guess that is a smart move. I just wish I was in a bit of a more presentable state. Biscuit looks at her floof and kind of shudders sighs.
We'll cast prestidigitation on her to clean her a bit.
That's
You
your
accidentally
key,
use the eraser tool. Well, what happened? Biscuit is missing now.
That he actually does that.
Thank you, Will. It's the first step into getting my floof cleaned.
I will return the favor later tonight. Meet me in my tent.
Oh,
It never
stop
ends.
it.
Rip Will's V card. Alright, so we're going over to the crack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is Mary coming along, or is she still just going to stay by Carolina?
She'd be carrying Carolina with you guys.
How? Whatever. You're on your back. I don't care.
Yeah.
Alright, carrying. So we're all heading towards the crack. So, Snow, we're heading towards the crack.
Alright. So,
I whistle for my rock to follow us.
okay. As you approach the fissure, you see the tribe's leaders stop their conversation and see you guys, and then like kind of greet you with a small hello.
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 Is it me you're looking for?
Have we made any progress on trying to fix
Hello
this?
from the other side.
No.
Billy kind of sighs and says, "There is a way, but it requires the aid of the pronghorns. I'm afraid there's no way around it."
Then I guess finding a non-existent dragon body is on our list to do.
Unfortunately, it might seem that is the case.
I have two fears here. One of them is quite possibly already happened. This is a shadow creature that we fought. None previously have left a body, so why should this one be any different?
I have no clue, but I've been
And
fighting these
second-
shadow beings for quite some time now. If anything, I'd say if you were to find any other dragon, your best bet would be to look in the darkest of places.
That would be a good suggestion.
Will kinda
Another
shudders
thing-
at that.
Another thing, why does she want a dragon? If not to declare war on the outside world.
I have no doubt about that. It's imperative that you don't give her this dragon, but we must get her help. Without her help, this gulch is doomed.
The only thing I can figure is we give it to her until she helps, and then after that we somehow kill the dragon again, because doubtless we're just gonna have to find a new one.
Alright.
The darkest of places. So Jersey. I mean, have you seen Snooky? The situation is grave. Hey, see what I did there? That was fun, don't you know?
Well,
Anyway, so TPK is gonna speak up and be like, "Do you have any information on where the closest dark place is, Billy?"
well, the closest would have been the cave, the coal cave in Colebrook. But since I don't think there's another dragon inside there, or else I would have caught wind of it by now. Caught wind of it by now. If
I would have darn catched wind of it by now.
I guess the next best place would be in the next town over. There is a town not far from Colebrook on this side of the gulch. If you go there, you'll find, let's say, a very unfamily friendly place.
Unfamily friendly.
Willow's gonna kind of tilt his head.
TPK is actually gonna in character ask, "Unfamily friendly?"
Yes.
Oh, I guess we can't take Mary there. Or
No,
it's
that's
not
more
a-
reason.
It's not a
Not until
town for
Mary's
children.
12 or older.
oh, this is the one you said that's gonna be fun. Ooh.
He said something was gonna be fun. Now I'm worried.
Nah, it's fine.
Alright, so TPK is gonna speak up. "Well, I don't have very many other options. We might as well try that one first.
All right.
So he's gonna look at Biscuit and say, "Biscuit, should we get on the rock and prepare to head off?"
We should, but I fear Mary won't come if Caroline's not awake.
Well, leave her behind. She was dead weight anyway. She's a crap character.
Rude.
I heard that. That hurt my feelings.
No, you
Good.
didn't.
Anyway, I walk over to wait. No, that's wait. Did you carry Carolina over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. That's what she said she did.
And can I tell that she's just sleeping, passed out anymore?
She is. I don't know.
I'm
Can
asking
You can
Snow.
tell
Ten
Mary
biscuits.
is completely sleep deprived.
No, I'm talking about Carolina. Is she asleep? Can I tell? Can Biscuit tell if she's just sleeping or still passed out?
Well, I guess you could roll a perception to see.
I mean, if she's passed out, there's definitely brain damage there. From how long it's been.
Wow.
10.
Did you
Wow.
put Caroline in a coma?
Can I roll a heal check too?
Yeah, sure.
You mean a medicine check?
Yeah. Systems, please.
You fucking Pathfinder plebs.
Ew, Pathfinder, disgusting.
All right.
14.
Biscuit, you can't tell either way, but Will can tell that yeah, she's asleep.
Will, she's still passed out.
He's gonna nod.
Wait, I thought Snow said you could tell that she's just sleeping.
Yeah, I could, but he figured that you sort of could too. That's it. Well, he's
Oh.
gonna kind of point to the fact that she's breathing.
All right. By the way, the next town is called Glitter Strip.
Oh no.
Glitter strip. Does Billy tell us that?
Yes.
How long is the town away?
So it's Las Vegas.
No.
Yeah, Vegas episode.
Like flying distance. How
No,
long?
you stole my idea.
I can't imagine what
Where?
glitter
When?
would take.
I was in my campaign. Damn it, delusional. I can't reveal secrets. But yes, I can
Secret!
because I've already told them that
Yeah, you
there's
mentioned
a place. There's a city in my world called. It's not even changed the name. It's just called Vegas.
New.
You stole
You
my
know what?
idea.
You can't tell a dreamer anything because I've told him secrets and he just
Yeah.
revealed them to everybody. Don't tell him anything.
Well,
Most
here's the
stars.
thing. I've already
Yeah,
told all my
that's
players
awesome.
that there's a place called Vegas, so it's not really a secret. I was just doing that as a joke. But yeah, screw you, Will.
I mean, I tell Dreamer secrets and he keeps them.
Here's the thing.
yours.
I don't keep
He
Brock's
likes
secrets.
you as a DM.
That's
He doesn't
mostly
keep
because he
Brock's
tells me the
because
best
he hates
ones.
Brock's.
And I'm sorry.
All right.
What? I didn't hear what Dee Dee said.
I said I've only revealed Brock's secrets, and that's mostly because he tells the best secrets. And I'm sorry for that.
No, the reason why is because he hates Brock's as a DM, and he really secretly hates his guts, and he only likes you as a DM, Bippy, because you're the best DM.
Oh,
Ow.
thank you.
All right, so
mean,
yeah,
we
I'm
all
just
know
gonna go over here and stab you in the back so that I am runner up and I get number one instead.
Nice.
Oh, darn.
All right, so yeah, carrying on, Biscuit.
All right.
You can.
So Biscuit asked
Will
like,
tells you that she is indeed asleep.
well, you guys asked
I-
like how far this town is, right? Like how to get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
TPK will ask, I guess.
Tiger's Eye kind of like looks back towards the direction of Colebrook and said, well,
Tiger's Eye. Wait.
Oh, sorry, not Tiger's Eye.
Crossover.
Tiger's Eye. Wait, what? A special cameo.
no, Billy.
Oh,
Sorry,
Are you
both
essentially telling
goats.
us is this Tiger's Eye's backstory?
Wrong goat.
Ophelia, is that you?
Yo, are you suddenly canon?
Okay.
My grandson.
does that mean we can start shipping Ophelia with TPK?
Oh no.
No.
Billy
Yes.
looks back towards the town of Colebrook and says, "Well, to answer that question, you should really check out that new invention that Colebrook has made.
What would that be?
You'll
Yeah,
see
TPK.
once you get to it."
Or you could just tell me so that we would know ahead of time and not say that just for the narrator sense.
Will gets visibly excited about inventions.
$5, it's a train.
$20, it's a train.
$50, it's a cart. It's just literally just a cart, a box
It's a
on wheels.
teleporter.
Snow changes it halfway through.
It's the car from Back to the Future.
No, guys, we're all wrong. It's actually the super speedy cider squeezy 6000.
Shit, you figured it out.
I followed the clues. I followed the trails. No, you got sloppy. You left behind clues. I picked them up. Like Blues. I've watched enough Blues Clues to know what I'm doing.
You found all the paw prints. Good for you.
Yeah, and I even skidooed multiple times to try and figure it out.
Blue Skidoo,
All right.
we can too.
All right.
So let's keep going with this story.
So yeah, there is a legitimate reason he's not telling you. He just doesn't know what it's called.
All right, fair enough. Well,
I have no idea what it
everybody
is.
ready to go?
I don't really stay in the town, so and they invented it once after I left, so I've seen it. I just don't know what it is.
Fair enough. So is everybody ready to go? Liam, Will, Biscuit, Mary, Damien, because Damien is here too.
Sacramento's here.
Yeah, let's get.
Sacramento,
Yes.
do you happen to know what this invention is called?
I have no clue. I wanted to see it for myself as well.
Okay, I guess we'll head off. I whistle for the rock to get over here.
All right. The bird comes flying over.
Time to fly again, Dwayne.
Mary, Caroline is still asleep. Do you want to wake her up?
I've been trying to wake her up this entire time.
Oh, okay. You should have mentioned that. Yeah, you do wake her up.
Yeah, I was going to whistle really loud if Will have told me she's asleep and not unconscious anymore.
Yeah, Carolina starts. Her eyes start opening very slowly, and she looks around very groggily, and she spots you and says, "Mary, is that you?"
Oh, good. You're awake.
Oh,
And-
wow, that after all that. Oh, good, you're awake.
And wait, and right after that, Mary just falls down to the ground.
All right, so at this point, TPK is gonna get on the rock and pull in Arizona
All right.
and lasso her onto the rock.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grab with the lasso and slam onto the rock.
No,
You
Yeah.
mean Carolina?
All right.
No.
How many points
No,
of damage do I take?
No.
no, Biscuit. I meant I'm going to pull in Arizona from the game with her lasso.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull her. I'm gonna do like her and use the lasso.
You're
to
gonna
my
do her?
advantage.
Oh
Anyway,
my.
that's what I'm doing.
Oh.
No.
wow.
You should-
Arizona is just a child.
Hey,
Shit.
hey,
Mary-
hey,
Mary is
hey,
unconscious.
hey, hey, hey!
Ground.
You
What are
guys
you
are the
saying,
ones
Pippin?
that ship everything with everything else, so you shut up. You
You
guys have
shouldn't
no
be
room to
condoning
judge.
this.
And I didn't even mean that.
So what were you saying, Pippin?
Mary isn't unconscious. She falls to the ground in exhaustion.
Yeah.
Probably Carolina tumbling off her back at that point. And be
All
All
like,
right, so yeah.
Carolina
Yeah, so Snow,
tries to like
absolutely.
stand up, like to try and help Mary, but she's too tired and exhausted to really get.
And also TPK lassoed her onto the rock, so yeah,
Yeah.
she can't because now she's further away.
I'm so glad you're okay.
What happened?
All right.
I don't know.
So yeah, they're having this conversation of a lot of feet apart. So TPK is also gonna lasso Carolina.
All right.
TPK is essentially Scorpion right now. So
Get
yeah.
over here.
Get over here. They're both on the rock now, so we can explain on the way over. Let's go. And whistle to anybody else who isn't on, like cardboard Liam over there. Yeah, take
Yeah.
another pee break.
Hey, Snow,
It gets
how
unstuck from the
far
tree
is
and then it starts flying towards Coldbrook.
how far is the flight distance from here to Crowbook?
I'd say it's a few hours, but not much.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Mary would sleep on the definitely like after a few words, just fall asleep on the
All right.
rock.
So
Now that
TPK,
Carolina's up, nothing's wrong with Carolina, right?
nothing is wrong with her. She's just very exhausted.
Permanent brain damage.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
Fist
a
of the
rock
North
did
Star.
fall on her.
Kenshiro got her. She's about to blow up. Nani the heck?
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought for a
Oh
second
my
that you were
God.
Carolina's doing something.
You know.
That would have been
Alright.
true.
Okay.
It's something I would have definitely done. But
So everyone can get on the rock, including the party, Carolina, Sacramento, and the PI.
Why is the PI here?
He has been here.
No. Why? Why is he joining us? He hasn't talked saying that I'll join you. Snow just said he was on here. TPK is gonna look back at this PI and be like, why exactly are you here?
I followed. Well, actually, he'll stay. He's been silent this entire time. And when you finally call his name, he looks up, looks very concerned, and says, "Well, I've been following Miss Carolina here when they went into the cavern because she, well, let's say, she was a very fishy character, and I had an inkling that she had something to do with the mayoress's death. Unfortunately,
Mayor, wait, who died? Wait, what? Huh? Because TPK doesn't know this.
Yeah, that's true.
What?
excuse me one sec. Can I be asleep for right now for this?
No, you said you were asleep.
You're knocked out, and if you wake up, TPK will smack you back asleep.
But I have the chance.
No, you can't just say you're asleep and then decide you're not asleep.
I mean,
Yeah.
retcon. Like,
roll
I
a
don't see why it's
Constitution
not.
saving throw to decide if you're asleep or not.
Snow's like, no, Mary, don't ruin this.
No, it's more like you shut up. You gotta commit.
Hey, I committed to the whole.
No, I'm sorry, 9 is not good enough.
Darn.
All right, good. This doesn't change anything. So the PI was saying
Yes.
that she was a shady character. Oh wait, no, I was saying, wait, the mayor is dead. Wait, what? Huh? So yeah, that's the last thing that TPK asked out loud.
Oh, I suppose that you weren't there. Yeah. Well, as your party can attest to, the mayoress of Colebrook has been assassinated.
Was this before or after I left?
This was. Were you there?
I was there. I left, ran after Mary and my rock, and then almost immediately after.
So that was before you
that was
left.
hurt.
Yeah.
So she was murdered while I was in town.
Yeah, and you there to like see her body too?
No,
No.
that was only
No,
when
she
we
wasn't. I remember Biscuit wasn't there.
Okay.
I ran off, and then you went, and then the person came out, and
Right.
oh my god!
Yeah, so yes, she was murdered before you left, but you just didn't know about it.
And you suspect Carolina of this?
Yes, because of this. And then he reaches into his satchel and takes out these half-burnt papers. And Carolina's eyes kind of like shoot, grow in size. And like, I thought I burnt those. Well.
Push him off the rock. Push him off the rock.
Wait,
Upstairs
Carolina.
at Carolina's.
Carolina just said she thought she burnt those. So
Carolina, please don't do anything rash right now. Let me take a look at those papers.
Well, unfortunately, what's illegible on them is very incriminating.
And I would still like to look at the letters.
Yes. So once he passes you the papers, you'll see that what you can read is not very useful, but of the few words that sentences that you can read, they are notes about the mayoress, and the word assassinate is like right there behind, like assassinate the mayoress. That's like the phrase that you can read right now.
Can Will take a peek at the papers too?
Yes.
Okay, he does. And he kind of recalls something, and he gets a little look on his face, but he creates a sign and says, "Maybe there's a misunderstanding?" Question mark.
How would there be an...
Carolina.
She looks guiltily down, not answering you.
can I ask Will to pass them to me?
I have them, but Will looked at them, so I should still
Oh.
have them.
All right. So can I ask Biscuit to pass them to me?
Yes, you can.
All right. So TPK is gonna look at these documents, and so you said there were very few sentences, right?
Yes.
So there were a few, right?
Yes.
All right. TPK is gonna like study hard at the penmanship, cowship, the how it's written, and like it's how it's written,
Yes.
and he's just gonna study that for a few minutes, but like he's gonna move his eyes around to make it seem like he's reading them, but he's really not. He's just studying the penmanship to try and focus on that.
So what are
Carolina.
you trying to do exactly?
So you caught me, Snow. So TPK is then gonna pull out from his bag one of his cards from his deck of cards, and cast minor illusion to where he has the what's it called, the penmanship on the card. It doesn't matter what it says on the card, just as long as he's got like a few words to a few sentences of the penmanship.
Okay.
It's on the card.
Will is
So,
going to look at TPK's illusionist stuff with interest.
All right, so TPK is then going to put the card in his pocket for now, and then hand back the documents to Biscuit and say thank you.
Carolina.
Carolina looks at you guiltily.
1 second. Will.
Will?
He's sort of turns to you.
Where was Carolina when you found her? I'm presuming it was you and Liam that found her.
He creates a sign. In the mines.
How soon did you find her when the announcement that the mayoress was dead happened?
He changes it a bit after.
What was the PI's name?
PI.
Well, you can just call him PI, but he does have a name. I could look it up.
Yeah,
real
I want
quickly if
to
you
talk to him directly, and I don't want to say PI.
Okay, fine. Let me look it up.
Yeah, you got TPK over here.
Oh, that's your name.
Easily confused lettering, so yeah, I can see why. So Snow, while you're doing that, TPK wants to kind of like copy or after he gives back the documents, he wants to take out the card again and try and kind of like copy the handwriting onto like an actual piece of paper, not an illusion on a card.
All right.
So that's what he'll try to do.
Alright.
In the meantime.
Okay.
Harshaw?
Yes.
Harshaw,
Yes.
how does one, do you think that Carolina could have made it from the mayor into the mines within the time that she was found and the announcement was made?
Will is going to create another sign.
Unfortunately, yes. The mayoress had died at least 2 hours before we'd found her. She had enough time to go back and hide inside the mines before the rumbling started.
Will, what was Carolina's reaction when she found out that the mayoress died?
He's going to.
She was surprised if you forgot.
Yeah, like she lost a friend, is what he writes.
Carolina, do you have anything to add before I make a guess here?
Also, wait, who actually knows that Carolina's an assassin? I know. I think TPK does, right?
Biscuit doesn't.
Yes, Biscuit doesn't. I think it was only in the room.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
only the
it
people
was
in the
just
room.
Okay.
Whenever she
sorry.
admitted to it, it was only Mary.
Yeah, I
and
forgot.
Will.
TPK wasn't there. It was. Yeah, okay.
Right, so Biscuit and TPK do not know.
So we're
Yeah.
stuck with a sleep person and a mute person to defend her.
So, Carolina, do you have anything to add?
Don't forget about the piece of cardboard that's strapped to the rock.
Yeah,
Carolina, do you have anything to add before I make a guess here?
I swear, I may have been hired to do it, but it wasn't me. I did not do it.
Okay.
Well, that was along what I was about to guess. That someone got to her before whatever reason you did.
Hold on. TPK wants to butt in and say that or question Carolina as well. So you were already planning to go through with it, right?
It was part of the contract.
TPK is gonna look a little, kind of give a side eye to Carolina, but go back to his own thoughts.
Harsha,
So, yeah, Biscuit.
Hey,
Yes.
Snow, I can't recall, but did we actually see that one weird cloaked figure enter the town?
As in, like,
Yeah, we
physically, like, walk up
But
to him
the
and, like, look at his
deputies
face?
had-
No, but like, did Will ever get a glance? I can't recall.
No, none
Think
of
he
you
might
got a
have-
good glance at who the
Okay.
figure was.
Okay. He probably wouldn't bring it up then. Just a random passerby.
Harsha,
Biscuit tried, but Biscuit wasn't able to see it either. But okay,
Harsha. There you have it. She was hired to do it, but couldn't complete it because someone else did it first.
Well,
now
unfortunately, unless if you have the evidence to back that up, I can't really, in good conscience, find her innocent.
Do you know what she was killed with?
Snow, I just want to say she'd still be guilty for attempted murder still.
That is true.
No,
But, like,
she hasn't attempted it.
I mean, I don't know.
she had the plan to kill, but is that really illegal? Like, you have the
It's not.
intent to
Probably.
murder, but like,
It's not until you actually pull off an action. It's not. It can get you on a watch list,
yeah.
but nobody can arrest you for that.
I mean, I don't know. The rules in this world might be different, so.
Yeah, we are kind of talking animals. That's not exactly.
Yeah.
In the Old West.
So
Also,
that's true in the Old West.
question.
Yes.
My dog sniffed out the crime scene. They didn't. I just want to know. I'm not asking for like specifics. I'm just wondering if they would like associate it with this. Actually, wait. They probably wouldn't even be able to tell me that. Never mind. Sorry.
Whatever. But in regards to your question earlier, Biscuit, about the murder weapon, Harshaw mentions that the murder weapon still hasn't been found. It is still being searched for.
What did the wound look like?
It was a large, gaping hole, larger in the front than in the back. But there was no clear sign of what sort of weapon it was. It was definitely some sort of possibly conic or cylindrical shaped weapon.
Will is going to.
To me, that
investigate
sounds
this
like a
again.
bullet.
Will
It
is going to
sounds like-
sort of sorry.
Will is going to do what?
Well, I was going to say, Will is going to sort of pull up a little cartoony pictogram of it, like last time, again.
Harsho kind of frowns at the cartoony, dead-looking mayoress.
It's an example written under it.
To me, that sounds like a bullet. Carolina, what is your primary weapon and what are your weapons?
It really depends on the job, but usually we do our job with the utmost secrecy and professionalism in ways that would make it impossible to tell that they were assassinated.
Well, then this wound doesn't seem impossible to tell that they were assassinated.
Well, that's my method and a few others in my guild. And there are others who do try to leave an impression. But I don't know of anyone who would leave a large gaping hole like that. Not one I can think of, at least, that wouldn't leave evidence.
Hey,
Carolina, watch what you say. Snitches get stitches.
Hey, how's the rock flying? Like, bumpy at all? Turbulence?
It's gliding and flapping whenever it needs to, so it's pretty smooth.
Yeah, I figured. I just felt like, asking Snow. But...
So, how do you guys respond?
1 second, Snow. I'm PMing you something.
I played the 5th. We just played the 5th.
I will give
in
you...
my backstory,
Yes.
Would I remember something like this?
You would, but I will still make you... What exactly do I want you to do? Alright, so... roll history with advantage.
Roll history with advantage. 11. 11.
You know what? No, that sucks. Roll another one.
Watch it.
That's doubles. That counts as auto. Hey, do doubles count as an auto crit in this system? I don't know.
I add all these together, right? 33.
Okay, something about it does ring a bell, but you can't put your hoof on what it is at the moment.
Okay. I'll just have another realization moment later.
Sure.
This wound seems vaguely familiar. I don't know why, but I'll get back to you.
Alright, so...
Necro, stop!
What happened?
I like that emoticon.
That is
No,
adorable.
Amazingly average.
No. No.
Yes.
What happened?
Hey, in you
okay,
realms,
so
doubles give you crits.
where did you last leave?
We were questioning Carolina. I questioned Carolina if she was already planning to do it. She said, yeah. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so...
Well, more of Biscuit crime scene investigation.
Yes, pretty much more investigation. They were talking about, like, what the death wound
Looked like.
Yeah, what the death wound looked like. And then Biscuit kind of remembers it, but because she rolled 3 11s in a row, she only just kind of remembers it.
Thanks, Dive Spot. You're so great.
I love it.
I know. Right.
So, alright. Does anyone else want to inquire anything, or does anyone else ask anything?
Harsha,
Yes.
can she be free as long as you are with us? Not free, but can you not have her be landed in a jail cell as long as you're with us trying to figure this out?
I'll see what I can do, but she'll have to be in a prison cell for the first day at least. There's nothing I can do. My hands are tied on that.
Hands?
And
My hooves are tied on that.
You guys need to stop doing that.
Hands are gross.
Okay, I'll come over to your house and cut yours off for you.
Too late. I've already done it.
Okay.
I guess
That
we
is
keep
all
going.
that is all I have for now.
Yes. He kind of like walks over to Carolina, crouches down to her, and says, "Look, I understand that you must probably be innocent, but I have to follow the letter of the law. You will be imprisoned, and if found guilty, you will be, well, no, you will be imprisoned for at least the first day. And if your innocence could be proved, we will give you a proper trial to prove your innocence. But I must warn you right now, if you are found guilty, I'm afraid murdering the mayoress is a death sentence by hanging."
Why is Mary asleep?
Yeah, does that like wake her up? Maybe?
Why
No?
would that wake her up?
I don't know.
Her merry senses are
This is your
tingling.
fault. This is your fault for saying that you stayed up all night.
I know. And
Deal with the consequences.
No,
doesn't
no,
even
this is
count as
perfect
a
because like
long
Mary
rest.
will wake up and be like, "Oh, hey Carolina, how you doing?"
This doesn't even count as a long rest, so I don't even get my stuff back.
Yeah, deal with the consequences now.
Yeah, boy.
Harsh. Willis gonna tap cardboard Liam.
The biscuit will just think and go back to the head of Dwayne and just sort of sit down.
All right, TPK, what do you do?
Still copying the lettering onto an actual piece of paper, but once I'm done with that, I guess I'll just keep practicing with the illusions.
All right. So
Before I hand the papers back, I write down what's on the paper in my book.
okay, it's not much. It's a bunch of random strings of phrases, most of them pretty much useless. The only phrases of note are assassinate the mayoress of Colebrook, and let me look it up.
I pretty much copy everything because anything could be a clue.
That is true.
What sort of random phrases?
Yeah,
like-
I have it written down. Let me just look it up.
Like random words or just complete gibberish?
Well, because like
most.
most of the letter is burnt away, but what does remain has sort of like a few legible words that are scattered about and two phrases that are kind of important. What is the second phrase? Oh yeah, it's
Because
basically
you
just the
decided you'd stay up all night, Mary.
I know why. I'm just.
yeah.
Now you know to not do stupid things.
I mean, that was character though.
I'll never learn. It was in character.
I don't know. Well, in the meantime, Will is gonna kind of watch TPK with interest, practicing illusion.
Wait, what is it called? Let me double check. Yes.
I would say what I was gonna do, but I may have another chance of doing it, so I'll wait on that.
Yeah, those
Oh,
are the
no.
two important phrases that you see.
Hey, that doesn't say assassinate. That says assassinate, which
Yeah.
could be completely different.
And that's not Colebrook, that's Colebro.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro.
Meant at Fort Phonum. Beta Phonum crossover confirmed.
Instead of Fataphonum, it's Fortaphonum.
Yes, Fort.
Oh, by the way,
Fortnite. We gotta get at those search.
No,
entries.
stop it.
By the way, Bipin, did you gain your 8 gold and minus 6 HP from last time?
Okay, I did technically take a short rest, and I did regain my HP back, but I don't have my computer still, so
Okay.
I kind of still need that.
Alright.
But yeah, well, let's go and kind of look at TPK, just see what he's doing.
So,
Yeah, I might not have that for my computer back for another week or so.
Alright, that's fine. So, what does Biscuit, or what do any of you do, really, at now?
Still flying.
Yeah,
I stay silent for the rest of the trip.
I've been saying that Will is going to kind of look at TPK. He said he was practicing illusions, right?
yes.
He's going to kind of just watch with interest and see what he's doing.
Okay. Well, I guess
Well, if you want to do an ERP, you better speak up. No, seriously.
Or I sleep, I guess.
Mary just sleeps. Yeah. I guess Carolina
Because-
just sleeps her wounds off too. And I
Because
guess
I can't talk or anything.
Your fault.
Doesn't
Deal with
even count
it.
the long rest.
All right. So let's say that's that's enough time. You guys do eventually reach the outskirts of Colebrook. What do you now?
I hop off the rock. Or
Wait,
it
did we
landed,
land?
right?
Yes.
Okay, if it landed, I hop off and say, we're here.
Do I wake up?
Sure.
I whistle really loud to wake her up.
The rock tumbles you off of its back. Because that was such a good that was such a good idea last time.
Yeah.
Will gets his
Are we there? 5 more minutes.
All right, 8 more hours? Cool.
No.
You want that long rest, right?
Technically, I can walk around and then go back to sleep, and I'd get that long rest. So, right? Did I read that right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Fine by me.
Technically.
Technically correct. The best kind of correct.
But do you really think that's going to happen in this campaign? I mean, look, it's snow.
Hey, if we get on the train, it's fine. Okay. We'll sleep on the train or whatever's there.